With the world economy in a fragile state, top corporations must adapt to survive. The bosses of some of Canada's biggest companies are about to take extreme action. To stay ahead of the game, they're going undercover in their own organizations. This week, we follow the CEO of Canada's biggest chain of movie theaters. Nationwide, Cineplex sells around 70 million tickets annually. They're having their most profitable years on record.
Thank you.
But the company is facing aggressive competition, not only from rival theaters, but also from the booming home entertainment business. To stay on top, Cineplex has invested millions of dollars in high-tech geekery.
So AVX is reserved seating.
Booked big 3D blockbusters to keep audiences happy, and even offered stay-at-home viewers a movie download service. But it's still not enough. To keep their 130 theaters profitable, Cineplex must now seek out further ways of improving the movie-going experience. And the shakeup starts right now. CEO Ellis Jacob has agreed to swap his pie charts for popcorn and spend a week working undercover.
I look like a totally different person.
He'll get the biggest wake-up call of his career as he finds out who's really running the show.
Now, are you done sweeping the entire room? Because I still see a lot of stuff.
And after keeping everyone in the dark,
Oh my God.
Who's messing with the power?
the bigwig will give the workers he met the surprise of their lives.
Oh my God.
Because this is Undercover Boss Canada. Cinema boss Ellis Jacob watches over 1,300 screens and 10,000 employees, or cast members, as he likes to call them.
We're the fourth largest in North America, and on an annual basis, nearly twice the Canadian population comes through our doors.
Your tickets?
And in the boardroom, he's quite the showman, with a reputation for bold business decisions.
So any questions?
As the co-founder of a small theater chain, Galaxy, he merged the company with Cineplex Odeon, and after 11 months, had doubled business by acquiring their biggest competitor, Famous Players. Now, he heads up a $1 billion enterprise.
The way people consume movies has changed tremendously with the download to own, but we've entered into that business, and so we'll be right in the forefront for people to watch movies in our theaters, at home, on their iPads, iPods, Blackberries.
But it's not just about gimmickry and gadgets. For Ellis, it's also about old-fashioned service. He simply wants the public to be their guest, relax, and have a good time.
You can always teach somebody technical skills. You can't teach them guest service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Enjoy your show.
Ellis is one of Canada's most highly regarded CEOs and sits on several executive and charity-related boards. And for his services to the community, he has been awarded the prestigious Order of Canada. Originally from India, he moved to Canada when he was just 15.
It was quite tough because I was coming from a, different country, and back then, there were no cell phones and no easy ways to communicate with my parents.
Letting Ellis leave India behind was a tough decision for his mom, but she continued to guide him from afar.
She always tried to reach whatever goal she was looking at, and that to me was really important, and that gave me the inspiration a lot of times to strive to do something more than I felt I could complete. The only thing that saddens me and brings me to tears is the fact that she passed away and I found out about the Order of Canada just 8 weeks after. So I kind of think that's like the gift she gave me when she passed away. So.
Now, more than ever before, he has to make sure Cineplex is on the right path, and he knows it's time for extreme action.
For every challenge, you've got to think of ways to deal with it and find solutions.
So before this CEO superstar goes undercover, he'll need to get senior management on his side.
What else?
Hey, Els.
I have an announcement I'm going to make. To take a closer look at our guest experience, I've decided to go undercover.
Oh,
We are a business of nickels and dimes, and with, 70 million people coming through our doors, and I think our employees are the best ones to tell us about this.
With 10,000 employees, I think getting feedback from them firsthand will be very valuable to us.
It's a bit of a learning experience for me. I'm a little nervous. It's going to be interesting.
So they're going to make you pop popcorn?
Probably.
He's been out of the theaters for a while, so the opportunity for him to get in firsthand and see our guest and experience the opportunity to interact with our guest and hear what they're saying, hear what the staff are saying, will be huge.
He's somebody who's very passionate about our business, the guest experience, the employee experience, and I think it makes a lot of sense.
I just think you're such a recognizable face to the organization. It'll be interesting to see if you can truly be undercover.
Ellis is undergoing a tricky transformation that will turn back the clock and give him a radical new appearance.
This is pretty traumatic.
But there are gains as well as losses. Ellis now has a full youthful head of hair.
Holy crow. I look like a totally different person.
And a new identity. For the rest of the week, he'll be calling himself Judah, a laid-off accountant from the auto industry, who is testing out jobs for a documentary. And it's time to put his disguise to the test. Will his wife of 33 years, Sharon, daughter Lauren, and her boyfriend Michael recognize the stranger in the house?
Hi. I'm Lauren.
How are you?
Oh my gosh! I'm like in a little bit of shock right now. I looked at him and I was like, he looks a little like someone that maybe related to him, but I didn't know at all that it was him until he opened his mouth and spoke.
Shocked. Totally shocked.
First thought was, who is this guy on the couch and why am I being introduced to him?
So you know why I'm doing this crazy thing?
No, tell us.
Because I want to find out how the theaters work, see how we can make more money on concessions.
And this is how you're going to look?
Yes.
Hair. You have hair. Oh my goodness. Well, good luck, Dad. You're going to be
Thank you.
amazing because you look completely
Thank you,
different.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coming up, having moved out of his upscale neighborhood and shut down his expense account, the undercover boss roughs it on the road like a real trainee. And later, panic at the popcorn stand.
Oh, man. I can help the next guest.
Yesterday, Ellis Jacob was one of Canada's most respected CEOs. Today, the head of one of the nation's biggest chain of movie theaters, Cineplex, is going undercover to find out what the company must do to keep audiences happy and safeguard profits. Now, he's Judah Michaels, and while the secret CEO begins his first day of work as a trainee, he'll be on a trainee wage, staying in budget motels.
I think being in the field is going to be really exciting, learning about the jobs that are done out there. Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
This morning, he'll be a cast member, as Cineplex likes to call their workers, manning the concession stand over in Pickering, Ontario. The concession stand accounts for a chunky 30% of their yearly profits. Ellis is anxious to find ways to make it more enticing to customers.
If you can get an extra 10 cents out of everybody from a food perspective, that's basically another $7 million, and most of that drops to the bottom line.
Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Is the theater's assistant manager. She thinks he's being filmed for a documentary about job hunters. She has no idea that he's her boss on a secret stakeout.
What I'm gonna get you to do is we're gonna start popping some more popcorn because there's a lot of people upstairs that are gonna come down.
Oops. Still hard to keep all these kernels off the floor.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a lot easier at home when you just pop it in the microwave.
This job is fast-paced, so I think that would be a bit of a challenge.
Oh.
Too soon.
Oh, sorry.
This is getting messy.
While Ellis has been making a mess, the lineups have been growing. And now, he's also getting in the way of other staff.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. What's your secret to getting all these people through here quickly?
Do you just need a regular? Yes. All right. So, to get them in and out fast, usually it's just making sure we have enough people up front. Everyone's quick. That's the best.
This is one of the tightest concession stands. It's, an older vintage theater, so it feels a little hectic. I feel sometimes I'm bumping into some of the cast members as I'm working through them.
I can help the next guest in line.
Finally, a frustrated Katie is forced to pull him off popcorn duty.
Stay here and do that. So anything, drinks, nachos, hot dogs, that kind of business, you can run and grab for her. It's a large.
Sorry. Sorry.
At last, by his 5th customer, Katie's new cast member is beginning to show signs of star quality.
Would you like a combo? You want some on the top seat? Would you like the combo?
I'm gonna get you to help me make some nachos right now. Try not to get too many of the broken ones in there. The whole idea behind nachos is all about presentation. You wanna get all the chips in there, but you wanna make them look nice at the same time.
What do you think could be done to make these combos sell better?
Other than lowering the price just a smidge, if we give the guests more freedom to choose which candies they get with the combos,
Right.
that would be, I guess, ideal.
So if the person coming in wants a different choice, you want to have the ability to give that to them?
Yes,
As part of the combo.
that would be great. We put them right up at the top without breaking things.
Katie's idea is a great one. The ideas that are coming out of the flow are the real ideas because these are people in the front lines.
With the rush over, Ellis has a chance to find out about his valuable employee.
So how long have you been here with Cineplex?
I have been with Cineplex for just over 4 years now. I started off as a cast member, then I became a team leader, cast trainer, and then just a year ago I became a manager. My goal right now is to get into the home office and start, I guess, putting more of my education knowledge to use.
And where did you go to school?
I went to the Schulich School of Business at York, and I studied business administration for 4 years, mostly marketing.
Have you tried to get to the head office, or?
I did actually recently apply for a job with Cineplex Media, so I'm really keeping my fingers crossed for that one.
So did you do your degree while you were working here, or?
Yes, I did all of my university while being here. I never vacation. I wish I did.
What's your
recently,
favorite place to go if you vacation?
I want to go to Europe, anywhere in Europe. I don't even know where, but...
When you're here, what happens as far as people eating in the mall?
That definitely hurts concession sales sometimes. We're starting to add new items to our concession. Like recently, we just got the slushie machine, so that eliminates people buying them in the malls and trying to bring them in. So we are trying to find different ways.
Katie's doing a super job. She's accomplished. She loves the company, and she's been at university doing her degree while she's worked for Cineplex for over 4 years. So that's pretty focused.
Before he clocks off, Ellis has one more job to do, cleaning up his mess.
Things that are pet peeves is if I see a garbage can that's overflowing or the theater is dirty, then that really, really troubles me because those are the things that hit you first when you walk in.
He's leaving Katie with a very good impression.
Take care, Judah. It was really nice having you here.
Thank you, Katie. It was great training with you. And sorry, I messed up a little bit on those kernels.
All right, no problem.
Good night. I'll see you.
Good night.
Coming up, breakdowns.
It might be playing now.
Okay, you're good.
Is that, no, is that the movie though?
Yeah, you just have to turn the volume up.
No, it's not working.
And temper tantrums.
Pizza, I'm gonna bring pizza in 2 seconds.
Is Ellis up to the job? And later, after revealing his true identity, he uses his clout as CEO to change this woman's life in the most unexpected way.
Oh my God.
CEO Ellis Jacob ran Canada's biggest chain of movie theaters, but he stepped down for the week and now has a starring role in his own spy drama.
I really want to get a feel for what goes on. It's much harder when you're staying at a head office.
Today, Ellis will be checking out the Escape Entertainment Center, part of Cineplex's latest efforts to tempt customers off home computers and into their theaters. It's an arcade with virtual bowling and licensed party rooms.
Because Escape is a new entertainment destination that we've created, I just want to see how it's performing and also being involved with the little kids and getting a feel for that too.
He'll be working with 19-year-old Jody. She looks after the kids' parties, making sure their young customers are kept fed and entertained. Jody has no idea Ellis is actually the CEO of the company and is working under a fake ID.
Yeah, good karma, Jody Judah.
There you go. It's meant to be, right?
That's fantastic. Are you a Libra too?
I am.
No
my
way.
birthday's tomorrow.
And my birthday was 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, happy belated. Do you know anything about parties?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, so we're just gonna start from like the ground up.
But right now, the kids at Jody's first birthday bash of the day are not exactly in the party mood. And an angry customer is waiting for Jody and Ellis.
There's nothing. There's no movie
Okay.
on.
Sorry, I'll go and put the movie on. I just have to go grab keys and go to the back room.
A video is supposed to be playing in the party room. Jody and Ellis will have to fix the problem fast.
I have to keep up with you.
I walk really fast because like we're always on like a time schedule here. It's fast, 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 go, go, go. Like you have to be able to do the job fast.
Yes, we're going to go and try and get started right away. Sorry to keep you waiting.
You have to look for the movie for me because I can't see it at all.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Give it a second. Is it playing? Can you hear it?
Can you lift up the volume?
Okay, you just have to turn the volume up in there.
That makes me so happy. Is it playing? Oh, it's not working. No. Okay.
Oh, no, it was showing the Disney castle before.
So stay there.
Yeah.
Is that the movie?
Yeah, just leave it go. It's fine.
Is that, no, is that the movie though? Is it like just previews?
Yeah, just a second.
It's hard to be in that type of environment and have someone not at the same pace as you're going. It's more hindering than helpful.
No, it's starting now.
It's starting now? Nope. Still previews. Have you seen Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a little concerned when the movie didn't start because I said, oh, what is that parent thinking? Okay, you're good.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Woo!
Finally, the crisis is averted, but no thanks to the assistant, who seems overwhelmed.
We're gonna see Karate Kid in here, and then in like half an hour, 45 minutes, we're gonna see Real Steel, okay?
But the delay with the movie has created another problem. Jody hasn't been able to give the partiers their pizzas.
And I'm gonna bring food in 2 minutes, okay? I'll be back with a whole bunch of food. Pizza should be ready over here. Is this my pizza?
That's it?
Yep.
Between the party room and the food is a bit of a distance, and that's pretty difficult to control because it's one of the bigger theaters that we have in our circuit.
Because they only ordered 8 slices of pizza?
Yeah, that's all they ordered.
That's all we can give them. Okay.
Who wanted pepperoni?
Pizza is finally being delivered, but the battle isn't over yet. Not everyone has a slice of the action.
They never told us it was only one pizza.
It is usually for like 8.
They never told us
Because we need it like right now, I'm just gonna go make it.
Oh, okay.
Because we just need to do this as fast as possible. Like, when people book the birthday parties, you have to be told like specific things, like that you don't get candles, or like you only have an hour in the room.
What do I do with this empty box? Just
With the what, sorry?
With the empty boxes.
Don't worry about it right now.
Coming up, can Ellis survive an exhausting runaround from the Queen of Clean?
I don't have a lot of time to waste. Too slow.
Undercover boss Ellis Jacob is certainly getting plenty of exercise today, helping Jody keep the party jumping.
Part of the problem was we had to run and get the drinks. We had to run to the pizza place.
But not everyone has got pizza.
They never told us it was only one pizza.
Time isn't on his side because the birthday crowd will very shortly be on the move.
Because we need it like right now, I'm just gonna go make it.
They have exactly 7 minutes left to make sure all the kids have enough pizza and to keep customers satisfied.
I don't know who booked it, but nothing is the way it should have been. So I'm just trying to compensate them as much as possible. So I was like, you know what, let's just compensate them, give you guys an extra pizza. So we do have another half and half coming as well. Just trying to do my job to the best of my ability and making sure that it's 150% that I'm giving and not like 20%, because that's not the type of person I am. I'm always that overachiever, especially when it comes to work, because I take a lot of pride.
Alexander gets the first piece.
The kids are fed, and the party has been a huge success after all.
Jody did a great job of rescuing the situation, and you know, you can't be right with 70 million people all the time, but the issue is how do you turn an experience around to make that person feel, or that guest feel, that they want to come back.
But the party's not over yet for Ellis. Jody is about to put him on cleanup duty. There's 2 other parties on the way.
We're gonna be mopping the party room and like cleaning all the tables and stuff. I have 11 kids in here next, so I need to make sure it's set up for 11.
Yeah. Do you make any changes as you go along for the parties to make it easier for you? Is there any things to do different?
I just try and do things really fast because if you take 5 minutes longer on something, then you can be...
Puts you behind. So, Jody, what kind of music do you like?
I'm a weirdo. I like everything, but I really like classical. I love opera.
Do you see opera? Or?
I've never seen one. Like, I'd really like to. Like, I'd love to go to Broadway and stuff. I love musicals and all that stuff. I like singing. I've been doing it since I was like 3.
But Jody's other love is cleaning.
Now, are you done sweeping the entire room? Because I still see a lot of stuff. So we have a little bit of garbage, like, under the tables. I feel that he moves too slow for the pace that we work at.
After a failed grade, Ellis has one last chance to prove himself. Will he be a flop with the mop?
The worst thing someone can do is mop a room like this.
So you go...
You want to go horizontally. Just mop it like an S, okay? So we covered a lot of ground in like 2 seconds, right? It's frustrating when you know something for so long and then you're just trying to show them really fast and easy. We're actually gonna mop all the way to the wall.
Yeah.
So that's the worst thing you can do with a broom or a mop is go like that because it keeps the water in one place, okay? You bring it over here and you bring it down like an S. Just remember the S formation. So you wanna start at the wall. We're gonna sweep from here, so we're gonna start at the wall and go all the way across. Here, do you want me to show you again? It was awkward that I had to go over mopping so much. I had to like repeat it like 7 times and then show them like a lot. Do 1 and then go back.
So like that?
You want to go from one wall to the other. You want to go exactly where you were mopping. And I thought that was a pretty easy task to like get done. I'm just gonna be back in 1 second. Are you okay to continue mopping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just remember the S formation, okay?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know if I'm doing this up to Jody's standards, but I hope so because she's a perfectionist and wants to make sure when the guest gets in here, this place is spick and span like nobody ever used it before.
The queen of clean is back, but is the room up to her impeccable standards?
I need to be out of this room in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of time to waste. We have to move as fast as possible because people are coming at a scheduled time, and if we have them wait, it's gonna ruin someone's celebration. So if I could just get you to mop that up, awesome, just because it's a little wet under there.
I was very happy that they focus on cleanliness and making sure everything is done right, and to me, that's really a big concern of mine. How did I do today?
The cleaning process, it took too long.
Right.
It should only take like 15, 20 minutes to clean our room. It took like 40 or 45. There's always room for improvement with anyone that does any job, right?
Thank you. It was a tough day. She was a really tough taskmaster, and she had me running around quite a bit. And I got to give her a lot of credit. She's very passionate, focused, wants everything spick and span. And the great news is she's got so much responsibility. It's phenomenal. The passion just is there for the business.
Coming up, Secret CEO Ellis Jacob is powerless during a blackout.
Oh my God.
I quit.
And a damaging customer walkout. Ellis Jacob is one of the nation's top power executives. But so he can investigate his own company, Cineplex, he's spending a week on the front line working undercover. It means a new name and a new address. He's away from his family and is staying in a motel.
I hope to see you in a couple of days. I miss you too.
He wants to improve the experience for moviegoers, so they keep coming back.
I really want to look at the consistency and making sure that we are giving people the best experience possible.
Today, he'll be working at a theater complex that's going through a costly transition.
We have gone on a major revamping of our projectors. Now we are converting to digital.
He'll be working with Cody, the projectionist, who juggles several screens at once. Straight away, Cody lays down the law.
No gum chewing up here. Because if it falls in the film, you're done.
Cody is responsible for making sure all the films run on time and are picture perfect. In a theater with 13 screens, a lot can go wrong.
It's actually fun up here. It seems kind of like scary, but I'll just run through everything. I'll thread everything through for you.
Yeah.
Number one thing we do is to start it up. So that turns on like the big sound racks, all the amps and stuff that run the 7.1 and 5.1 systems, the power inverter, because to get these bulbs to light, it takes like a house to power it. They're the xenon bulbs, which will explode.
So
I wish I had
you
one.
just started this year and you...
Yeah, most fun doing. I love the 35 millimeter.
And you like this better than the digital?
I do. This is like you can touch it. If something's broken, it's right there. It's not like, oh no, it's the wrong format. What do? I gotta call my technical service provider. If this goes wrong, you can see where it went wrong because there's a big ball of something that went wrong. These are the super amazing, super technical machines. You make sure everything's on here. Your sound racks, these are all the different channels that we run through. Left, center, right, and like your home surround system if you have one. So if you're doing alternative content, blah, 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 that's where it's gonna come from. The trick is, hit buttons until you see bars appear. I'm just kidding, that's not actually what you should do. All right, so this is called the yo-yo. It's actually called the tension blah, 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 blah. Over, under, That's pretty much the rule for projection.
So the first time you were up here, was it pretty overwhelming?
Yeah, exactly how you're feeling now. It's like that times 10.
So Cody, why do you like working in the film business?
Because I love movies, all kinds, except for chick flicks.
What's your favorite movie?
I am the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd ever.
Having shown Ellis how the old school projectors work, they move to the latest digital technology.
This is
pretty
3D,
much with
right?
the digitals. Make sure the lights are all good, the lighting cues. You'll see at the top there's a little bit of a black bar.
Yeah, what's that?
That's just because the masking doesn't align properly. Whoever installed it here, they didn't. So that's not us.
So Cody, you got a pretty big job running around 10 theaters up here, right?
It could be your job.
If something goes wrong, you have to really move around pretty quickly, eh?
Well, nothing went wrong today.
No,
the first day, I messed stuff up on my first day. They're like, oh, you didn't thread this right.
Okay, personal question. Is this a good place to work? Like,
Yeah.
do you find it...
I love projection. Downstairs and everything is fine as well, too, but when I came up here, I have a lot more fun up here. This is the job that I was looking for originally when I worked here. It's what you make of it. You can completely dwell on the miserable people that you end up having to deal with and be like, oh, man, this job sucks. Or you can look at it and be like, it's better than retail.
But there's one more digital projector that Cody wants to show Ellis, and he's about to reveal something Ellis won't be happy to hear.
Because we had a flood here. A few months ago, you see this big exhaust thing here?
Right.
Our eaves flooded on the roof. That got plugged. And the water went up and up and up and up.
Oh my God.
And then just poured down through this. So all these vents on the side were pouring water.
So what did they do? They replaced them all?
Oh, they had to replace the whole thing. Well, you're trained. I'm gonna go home now.
But they're about to be hit with something no one could have anticipated.
Oh,
Does any manager downstairs know what's happening? All the power just shut off to the entire building, I assume, for like 1 second, which is just long enough to shut off all the sound racks, all the digitals, and basically all the projections. So I've got to wait for the sound racks to load back up, and then everything's gonna have to be started manually. Oh, man.
Audiences throughout the complex are being kept in the dark. And even if management has to give out free passes, the bigger concern is that tonight's customers will be disappointed.
Well, Judah, we gotta press the big green button on everything.
I saw that.
Play. It should be good. The second that comes on, press start, okay?
Good. Cody, I started the other one up.
Awesome. In frame, sound is good, everything?
Yeah.
Sweet. All shows on the east side are back up and running. We fix it.
Eesh.
I quit.
Because of this second power outage, management has decided to close the theater for the night.
They need help.
Cody has to break the bad news to the audience.
Somebody should be in just like a minute or two to talk to you guys about passes, probably, to see another film. Hear that? Full theater power outage. Off. Well, what an eventful first day.
Wow.
You want to look down there and see all the angry people?
We can look at them.
We can be happy that we're up here.
Does this happen a lot?
A couple times.
When the power's on?
Too bad we couldn't test everyone like that. The entire building's power is shut off. What do you do? But Judah just stayed completely calm.
People are going to the lobby. They all want passes.
At least Ellis is impressed with how Cody handled the situation.
Cody was totally magical. It brings tears to my eyes that we have employees that are that dedicated and have that much responsibility at such a young age.
Coming up, Ellis gets a taste of life in the fast lane when Cineplex's oldest employee shows him the ropes.
Continue with that now. We're gonna, right here.
Paul's 79 and he's a mover and a shaker.
And later, Jody, Katie, Cody, and Paul are summoned to HQ. They'll find out that Judah isn't the man he claims to be.
Do you know who the CEO of Cineplex is?
And what happens after sends out shockwaves.
Don't even know where to begin with that.
Earlier this week, boss Ellis Jacob slid down the career ladder and slipped into a new role.
I'm like in a little bit of shock right now.
He's gone undercover to explore flaws within his company, Cineplex, and get first-hand advice from his staff about how to make things better.
If we give the guests more freedom to choose which candies they get with the combos.
In the process, he's been shouted at, faced a blackout,
Oh my God.
and a walkout.
That sucks.
Mother Nature didn't help us with this.
But his surveillance is paying off.
The employees were phenomenal. They did a great job in recovery.
Now the head office troubleshooter is whipping on his wig and work outfit for a final shift. He's on his way to the Richmond Hill Silver City complex in Ontario. The company has actively recruited seniors and people with disabilities.
It's all about people and making sure people have an opportunity to succeed regardless.
Today, he's joining Cineplex's sprightliest worker, Paul. Paul's their meet and greet man who is always on double duty, making sure the movie theater is spick and span. Like everyone Ellis has worked alongside this week, Paul has no idea that the man he's about to train is his boss in disguise.
Good morning.
Hi,
Peter.
Paul.
Peter?
I'm Judah.
Judah. Good morning, Judah. I'm Paul.
Hi, nice
Welcome
to
to
meet
Silver
you.
City.
But if Ellis thinks he's in for an easy day, he's mistaken, because 79-year-old Paul is fast on his feet and has no time to waste.
So I'm going to start to make the line up here. Take these poles. Okay, I'll take it from here. Yeah, you can bring the other one.
So pull this one.
Not yet, no. Continue with that now. We're going to, right here. You can bring another pole, please. We're going to make a line. Okay, would you like to try one? See?
Certainly.
No, from there. Next pole, please. Yeah.
We're bringing
We're
this
allowed
one
to
across.
attach, I'm leaving it open. The reason why, because today's Thursday and we have what is called stars and strollers. You know, mothers or moms, they bring their babies. We're going to make it a little wider, do a little demonstration like pretending you are the guest. So we're going to purchase our ticket at the box office. And you have a stroller, which we don't have, but we're just pretending. You turn, and you go up. When the guest comes in with a stroller, it's wide enough for them to pass. And you wait here for the cast member to attend to you.
Paul has a fastidious eye for detail and expects Ellis to live up to his exacting standards.
We just try to, at an angle that when the guest comes in that way, they can see it. I would take like from here, move it up. I'm a Gemini. I like everything to look nice and neat in its place. Even my wife sometimes telling me I'm too fussy.
Watches every detail, making sure that everything is in place where it should be. I mean, his focus is just incredible.
You know, this over here, you give it a good rub. The reason why, the oil comes out here. That's it.
What's great, he's so inspirational for the younger people in the complex.
A lot of people come to these
Paul's 79, and half the time I was chasing him down the corridors because he is a mover and a shaker.
I just do what I have to do. Give it the best shot.
79, you're in pretty good shape for that.
Thank you.
So what do you love most about your job?
Meeting, greeting people,
You may be walking down east or west, you see some guests coming toward you. It doesn't take much to, hello, good morning, how are you?
Take care.
All right, take care, bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed the movie. I'll see you next week.
So where did you get your love for movies?
As I grew up, I went to Aruba, 28 years old. Then I applied for the job as a projectionist. I had a good friend, so he taught me how to change the reels and how to ignite the carbon. It's a different setup than now.
So your favorite movie is Casablanca?
Anything with Humphrey Bogart, George Clark Gable. Oh. Yeah, okay, so now that the movie is finished, the auditorium is ready for us to go in and have a look. First pickup and then after sweep.
Paul is a phenomenal employee. He's a reflection of Cineplex's commitment to hire people from all different backgrounds, ages. And I feel better when I'm with Paul because I don't feel as old as I really am.
If you want to do a good job, it's to go up to the top, start from the top and come down. He did a good job cleaning up the cinemas, and I can see like he likes to talk a bit, so we make a good pair. If I couldn't work there anymore, I would say that that would be a sad day for me, because I love what I do.
It's been a tough week, but the CEO has some very important issues to address when he returns to the boardroom. Coming up, Ellis reveals his true identity and makes an unbelievable difference in the lives of his workers. Ellis Jacob's services to the movie theater business have earned him the Order of Canada. But earlier this week, he took the risky decision to change his appearance and work in disguise so he could keep his eyes on frontline operations. Now it's time to report back to his executive team about what Cineplex must do next to secure their share of the market.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
How'd it go?
It was good, but it was pretty busy, I gotta tell you. Yeah. A lot of work out there. It's good to be back and focused. As you know, my biggest pet peeve is the guest experience and consistency, but I gotta tell you, I was absolutely blown away. They were passionate about what they did, and they've worked on great strides to get consistency of service. Some of the ideas from talking to the employees is a lot of people came in, wanted the combo. The combo seems to be really popular, but some of them didn't like the choices. And I think one of the things we got to look at is you can't have, one-size-fits-all selection with some of this stuff. You've got to kind of give them choices. That was, one of the things I thought that we could kind of work on.
I'm so glad you did this.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ellis.
The staff who mentored Ellis this week and gave him such valuable insight have been called to HQ. They expect to be quizzed about the ability of their trainee, Judah. But they are in for a big surprise.
Got me.
Judy, do you know who I am?
Judah?
So you didn't know I was Ellis Jacob, the CEO of Cineplex, when I was working with you?
Oh my gosh. I'm shocked that now I know who you are. Like, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Oh, don't freak out.
I'm sorry that I was mean. I don't know if
you weren't mean to me. You were tough. But,
was I?
Yeah. But one thing you did that kind of stood out in my mind is when the mom had more than the number of kids for the pizza, you didn't say, oh, I got to check with somebody. You went out and recovered and brought her another pizza. And part of the problem I felt was we had to run to the pizza place, we had to run and get the drinks, and your idea of trying to get those things closer to the party room is really great. And as we build our newer theaters, we are going to make sure that we take that into account. What I'd like to do, since you were so great with me and doing all of the things for us as a company, Cineplex would like to reward you with a trip for 2 to New York with you and a friend to watch either opera or a Broadway play.
Really?
Yeah, so we'd love you to have a great time.
Oh my gosh. It would have taken me forever to save up for a trip like this, and I am just so excited that the opportunity is here for me now to go, that I'm so excited. I'm just can't hold it in. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And keep being tough and making sure everything is perfect, because you did a great job.
Oh, thank you so much. The fact that, like, the CEO of the company said I do like a really good job or an amazing job or whatever he said, it doesn't matter. Like, he said something good about me. Like, that just makes me freak out. Like,
you taught me quite a lot.
Oh, well, thank you.
But you did a super job with the power outage because I remember you telling all the guests to get to the center of the theater so we can make sure they left the theater safely. But I think from the perspective of the municipality and the power grid, I think it's a problem that we as a team at Cineplex are going to really take seriously and look into and see what we can do.
But, you know, they just converted from that being nothing but farmland to all of a sudden, you know, tens of thousands of people in a movie theater are on it.
That's true.
So it'll take a while.
But I just wanted to let you know you've been a super employee of ours. You have a lot of responsibility. And we would like to reward you with a trip for you and a friend to go to CinemaCon, which is the biggest conference for movies in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And we'll get you introduced to the stars, the directors, and also the VIP lounge. So you excited about that?
No. Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Thank you. I'm gonna make all my friends super jealous. Tell them that I'm seeing all these movies that they're super excited about seeing before them. So if I see anything like The Dark Knight, I think I might just, you know, wet myself a little bit.
Paul, you are a pretty tough guy, getting me to do all of the jobs. What I loved about you is you were so focused on the detail, and you made sure that everything was perfect. The place looked spotless.
I do. I try to keep it clean.
I'm really proud of you.
I look forward to getting up every day and get to work.
Great.
Even in the mornings when I'm dressing early, my shift may be 2 o'clock. And my wife said, my God, you can't wait to get to that theater.
And I love to hear that. I feel that you are a great role model for our younger employees, and the passion and enthusiasm you have is just incredible. What we'd like to do is, you're such a lover of movies.
That's how I start my mornings.
Is watching a movie.
Yeah.
And the movie you told me was your favorite was Casablanca. That's right. So what we'd like to do as a thank you from Cineplex is give you a theater system for your home so you can watch the movies with a nice flat screen, large TV, great speakers, and Blu-ray player.
Now, normally, I'm a good talker. On this occasion, I guess I was shaking.
And because you treat all of our guests as VIPs, so we've decided to treat you as a VIP with your wife and family, and we're going to have you come to our VIP theater and screen your favorite movie, Casablanca.
Wonderful.
I look forward to you working for us for many, many years.
I look forward to you to have me. I do my best to continue. Oh, it means a lot, believe me. And it couldn't happen at a time. Such good news. For my anniversary. Yeah, 55 years, Monday.
Katie, I really appreciate your feedback on the combos because I think that's something we have to really look at because people always didn't appreciate what we offered them. They wanted something different. And so I'm going to work with the team here to see what we could do. What I'm proud of is the fact that you've been so passionate and dedicated and want to make Cineplex part of your family that today I'd like to offer you a position at head office.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And in addition, I would like to also be part of a mentorship for you where bi-monthly you will meet with me. And since you've been working so hard, we would like to also reward you with a trip for you and a friend or family member to go to Paris.
Really?
Yes. Just keep it up and do all the great work you've been doing.
I thank you so much.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I think this is probably going to be one of the happiest moments for me in my life. I mean, I've worked so hard, and this is kind of beyond what I wanted to get out of my job. I always saw it as the stepping stone, and now this is like a leap. So it's huge.